Peace, love, and prosperity. It's your boy Don Trini 2.0 back at you again. So today I'm going to speak with you guys about core values, my external core values on a spiritual level. Now, you guys know I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and in the Marine Corps, in boot camp, they instilled us with core values. One of the ones that stuck out to me the most was integrity, doing the right thing when nobody's watching. Now, coming out of the Marine Corps as a Marine Corps veteran transitioning out, I thought to myself, what are some core values that I can input within my life externally on a spiritual level? And I took some time out and I wrote some things down, and every day I try to apply them to myself as best as I can to be better and to elevate, to get closer within my soul and my spirit, as well as get closer with God. So just like I'm a Marine Corps veteran, I want to get onto the level where I'm a spiritual Marine, a warrior in a spiritual world, being able to be observant and have discernment of the things around me, to be aware of what is negative that's in my way, and to be aware of the distractions that might be trying to dissuade me into a direction that is only going to cause me more issues. So with that being said, the first one I want to speak to you guys about is you are a spiritual being having a human experience. So, with being a spiritual being having a human experience, what I'm saying about that is, like, we live our days every day working, going to school, being parents, or being cousins, being mothers, fathers, sons, whatever the case may be. We're doing the things that we normally do within our reality. And sometimes people get overwhelmed. And when people get overwhelmed, they, instead of being able to face the problems that like they should, they find distractions. They look at television, they listen to music, other things too. There's several distractions in the world that I'm sure people know within themselves what they're distracting themselves with. And instead of actually grounding and separating themselves from everything and going to the root of the cause within yourself of what the issue may be. And I feel like realizing that you're a spiritual being having a human experience is one of the key factors into doing that as well, to be able to heal. Prayer and meditation is important as well as key. Prayer, you need that to get closer with God in your relationship. Meditation, you need that to be able to step away, to be able to be in silence and observe the situations and things that you've dealt with maybe, and understand that some of those things don't weigh as heavy as you may have made them. You may have felt at the moment that they weighed. So being able to have that time to separate yourself and observe things and understand things and then learn from them and heal from them. These are all things that are important. Prayer, like I said, is definitely important. Spirituality is all about being able to have that connection with God, and prayer is that way to it. So the third one is taking accountability for yourself and authority of your mind always. Taking accountability for yourself. Accountability is actually a subject that I'm going to be touching up on in one of my next videos, where I might be also giving an explanation as far as my Marine Corps transition history too. But accountability for yourself in regards to what decisions you're making, the choices you're making, and the actions that you're taking. And understanding that and knowing the repercussions behind them if there are. And authority over your mind always. Basically being vigilant, having discernment, being self-aware, and knowing what's around you. Not being in that trance-like state all the time, just, in a daze, not really focused, not really around and aware. So, being out of that trance-like state and being aware, self-aware. Number 4, invest time in things that are positively contributing energy to you. That's pretty much it. You kind of can grasp what that means. Separating the things that aren't positively contributing to you in a positive way, in a good way. Separating those for the things that are, and basically making that transition from there. Emotional intelligence. Don't allow your emotions to supersede your intelligence. Logical thinking. So being able to stop yourself in those situations where you might be reacting in a way that could be disrespectful or offensive, and being able to step back and observe with truth, being able to take that time and understand the whole layout of the situation and not just react to it. Organization, that's something that I didn't really have too much of like I thought I did until I joined the Marine Corps and realized, like, wow, organization is key to success, and organization is key to not success, no, pretty much success to like anything. Organization is key, you know, um, and uh, and that's not just for your lifestyle. That's for events, appointments, plans, whatever the case may be. It's just better to be, have some order and structure. Faith is the instrumental key to revealing purpose and manifesting it. That's true. Absolutely true. I believe that with faith, all the hate, all the doubt, all the fear that's coming in your way, nothing can stop you because that faith is in your vision. All that other stuff that's like daggers and arrows coming at your way, you're an impenetrable force when you have faith. Don't allow other people's attitudes and projections affect your attitude and reality. Sometimes you don't know the situations that people are going through. Sometimes you don't know what demons that they haven't dealt with within themselves. Some people got subconscious emotional triggers within their past that, maybe it's something that you said that automatically causes them to react the way they reacted, projecting themselves with that attitude onto you when you didn't even really, it wasn't no need for that. So sometimes we got to just take the time out to observe things and think about the fact that maybe them people got, things that they need to resolve within themselves. That's just something to think about. Now, the last one: jealousy, grudge, greed, deception, hate, anger, pride will lead you further away from your spirit and lead you into a vicious cycle where you'll find yourself repeating over and over until you understand the reality of things spiritually and worldly, learning and growing from it. So this is something that I wrote to myself because I truly believe, like I said, jealousy, grudges, greed, deception, hate, anger, pride, these are all things that are low vibrational, and these are things that can keep people down. And if people were to continue to allow themselves to give into it all the time, they wouldn't be able to have a change in their life. So being able to understand why it is they feel those feelings of low vibrational feelings and then growing from it is key, and is definitely something that we all need to do. Me, myself, every day I'm working towards, being better and elevating on a spiritual level. I'd like to share with you Ephesians 6, chapter 13. Therefore, put on every piece of God's armor so you will be able to resist the enemy in the time of evil. Then after the battle, you will be standing firm. Stand your ground, put on the belt of truth and the body of armor of God's righteousness. For shoes, put on the peace that comes from the good news so that you will be fully prepared. In addition to all of these, hold up the shield of faith to stop the fiery arrows of the devil. Put on salvation as your helmet and take the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Pray in the Spirit at all times, and on every occasion stay alert and be persistent in your prayers for all believers everywhere. It's your boy Don Trinity 2.0. Tell me what you think. Like, share, and follow.